Hello and welcome to News Tonight on Rajya TV. I'm your host Rajya. Let's have a look at the top headlines. Prime Minister Modi says precautions, not panic, is the way forward. Deliberates with chief ministers of various states via video link on ways to check spread of coronavirus. Both House of Parliament express support for steps taken by the government. Non-essential services shut down till 31st March in Mumbai, Nagpur, Pune and Pimpri-Chinchwad in Maharashtra to contain the spread of coronavirus. Delhi and UP announced closure of malls. Delhi Metro to remain shut during Janta curfew on Sunday. Well, 241 confirmed cases of coronavirus in India so far, including 23 recovered and 4 deaths. Total number of casualties worldwide due to coronavirus crosses 10,000. Well, the Indian Institute of Information Technology's Law Amendment Bill 2020 passed by Lok Sabha. 5 IITs will now get status of institution of national importance. Parliament also gives a nod to Central Sanskrit University Bill. And finally, hours before trust vote on the floor of the House, Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Kamal Nath resigns. State Assembly adjourned sine die. Well, the news in details. Now, the number of coronavirus positive cases in India have risen to 241 as more fresh cases were reported from different parts of the country on Friday. Among those found positive for coronavirus are 32 foreign nationals. The figure also includes 4 deaths reported from Delhi, Karnataka, Punjab and Maharashtra so far.
थेरेप्यूटिक इंटरवेंशन वैक्सीनेशन इस बीमारी की नहीं है, तो आज अगर हम अपनी प्रैक्टिसेस में कैसे हम सोशल डिस्टेंस रखें उस पर काम करें तो हम उसको ढंग से मैनेज कर पाएंगे। जो भी हमारे हॉस्पिटल्स हैं वहां पर जब तक बिल्कुल जरूरी ना हो तब तक या तो हॉस्पिटलाइजेशन या इलेक्टिव सर्जरीज को अगर हम कुछ समय तक के लिए स्थगित कर सकते हैं तो वह बहुत एक अच्छा प्रयास होगा। इससे 2 तरीके से हमें फायदे होंगे। एक तो क्योंकि इन जगहों पर इन्फेक्शन प्रिवेंशन मैनेजमेंट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है और जो एक पेशेंट होता है जो सर्जरी के लिए जाता है वो ऑलरेडी काफी वल्नरेबल होता है, तो हमें ये चाहिए कि उन जगह पर उन पेशेंट्स को वो इन्फेक्शन का खतरा जो है कम से कम हो, तो कम से कम उसे थोड़े समय के लिए पोस्टपोन करें तो अच्छा रहेगा। इसके साथ ही जो हमारे मेडिकल पर्सनल हैं, जो हमारा स्टाफ है, जो आपको आज प्रयत्न करके मेडिकल सर्विसेज प्रोवाइड कर रहा है, उनको हम फ्री करके उनको यूटिलाइज करके अगर केसेस कभी बढ़ते हैं तो हम उनके सपोर्ट को उनको यूज कर पाएंगे।
Prime Minister Modi also deliberating on ways to check the spread of coronavirus with chief ministers of various states. The meeting was held via video link and attended by Health Minister Harshvardhan and top health ministry officials.
हमारी तरफ से हर स्टेट को आदेश जारी किए जा चुके हैं। ये आदेश स्टेट को बताया गया है कि आपके पास जो भी रिक्वायर्ड लीगल पावर्स हैं, चाहे वो एपिडेमिक डिजीज एक्ट हो, चाहे वो डिजास्टर मैनेजमेंट एक्ट हो, चाहे सीआरपीसी, चाहे आईपीसी, और उसके साथ ही किस रूप में आप समाज के सभी लोगों को अपने साथ लेकर चलते हुए इस बीमारी को फैलने से रोक सकते हैं, उसके लिए जो भी निर्णयात्मक कदम उठाने जाने चाहिए, सबके सपोर्ट से, सबके सहकार से हम उसको कदम को उठाएं, ये चीज भी हमने आदेश जारी कर दिए हैं।
Well, Indian officials also participating in a video conference hosted by China on Friday, during which representatives from some countries of Eurasian and South Asian region deliberated on prevention and control of novel coronavirus pandemic. Senior scientists and officials from Ministry of Health and Family Welfare and Ministry of External Affairs discussed the efforts in combating the epidemic with the Chinese counterparts. The Indian Embassy in Beijing also issued a travel advisory for Indians traveling to China. highlighting strict screening and quarantine measures for the incoming travelers amid an increase in number of imported coronavirus cases in the country. Well, a spike in number of positive coronavirus cases prompted the states and union territories to enforce efforts to contain the spread. Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray said all workplaces in major cities, including country's commercial hub Mumbai and Pune, will remain closed till 31st March. Delhi Chief Minister Arvind Kejriwal announced shutting down of all the malls across national capital but exempted grocery stores and pharmacies from downing shutters. Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath also ordered all the malls to be shut with immediate effect and directed officials to sanitize Lucknow, Noida and Kanpur cities. While in Jammu, authorities ordered suspension of all modes of public transport, including buses and minibuses, with immediate effect till further orders. The Union Public Service Commission or UPSC has also deferred the personality test of the candidates of the Civil Service Examination 2019 as precautionary measure to check the spread of coronavirus. Due dates for interviews will be informed to the candidates in due course. Well, Finance Minister Nirmala Sitharaman on Friday met ministers and officials of civil aviation, animal husbandry, tourism and MSME ministries to take stock of the situation following coronavirus outbreak. The minister said her ministry is compiling various demands of these sectors which are severely impacted by COVID-19. On Saturday, the Finance Ministry will hold an internal meeting to firm up action plan to deal with the crisis. On Thursday, Prime Minister Modi in his address to nation had said the government is setting up a COVID-19 economics response task force to decide on relief package for sectors hit by coronavirus outbreak. Well, the issues related to novel coronavirus threat were raised in Lok Sabha on Friday. Replying to discussion, Health Minister Harshvardhan said coronavirus infections have not reached community level and asserted government is trying to use good information in the best manner to deal with the situation. The minister told Lok Sabha that there is a well-defined protocol and scientific advice on who needs to be tested for coronavirus infection. He said measures have been taken for detailed tracing of contacts and that the Indian Council for Medical Research is conducting the test.
There is a very well-defined protocol and scientific advice about who needs to be tested. And this is as per the advice of the scientific experts that you see someone like, say, somebody has symptoms, he has a travel history, then all the symptomatic cases, then all the contacts. And you know, we have informed you earlier also, we are doing a very detailed contact tracing. Right now, the infection in this country, you see, it is traveling from one person to other. It has not yet gone into the community. Even for the community also, separately, the ICMR is doing tests for picking up people from the community to see whether there is any evidence of transmission in the community. So I can say with perfect and utmost confidence and authenticity that whatever tests we are doing on whom, they are with perfect scientific advice. So no one in this house should have any doubts about that.
Well, government also informed the members of Rajya Sabha on Friday that India has a capacity to manufacture 1.5 crore masks a day. Replying to the queries of members of the upper house during question hour, Minister of State Chemical and Fertilizers Mansoor Mandavia had said there are no shortage of gloves, sanitizers or medicines in the country. He also said the government has ensured compulsory quarantine for crew coming from ports, from sea routes, while people coming from Nepal and Bangladesh are being scanned daily.
माननीय प्रधानमंत्री जी ने पहले से ही इनिशिएटिव लिया है और कल सारे राष्ट्र को संबोधित भी किया है। उसको देखते हुए हमने माई सेल्फ वन मेंबर ऑफ ग्रुप ऑफ मिनिस्टर्स, मैं भी एक ग्रुप ऑफ मिनिस्टर एक मेंबर के रूप में कोरोना वायरस के लिए देश में क्या क्या स्ट्रेटेजी बन रहे हैं या तो कार्य योजना बन रहे हैं, उसके ऊपर हम काम कर रहे हैं। सब पहले से ये 3 रास्ता है जो देश में ये वायरस विदेश से आ जाए, एक एयर रूट, एक सी रूट, तीसरा बांग्लादेश और हमारे नेपाल जैसे देश की बॉर्डर हमारी है। सभी जगह पे सब कड़े इनिशिएटिव लिए जा रहे हैं। सभी देश में इफेक्टेड कंट्री से कोई भी मरीज देश में आते हैं या तो कोई भी ट्रैवलर आते हैं उसको 14 डेज के लिए क्वारंटाइन कंपलसरी कर दिया है। वैसे ही सी रूट से माई सेल्फ लुकिंग शिपिंग मिनिस्ट्री ऑल्सो सर, शिपिंग मिनिस्ट्री के माध्यम से हमने सारे पोर्ट पर इनिशिएटिव लिया है। कोई भी क्रू आए उसको क्वारंटाइन कंपलसरी किया है। पर डे 1.5 करोड़ मास्क बना सके इतनी हमारी कैपेसिटी है। उसका प्रोडक्शन भी ऑलरेडी शुरू हो गया। देश में मास्क की कमी नहीं है, देश में ग्लोव्स की भी कमी होने की संभावना नहीं है। सैनिटाइजर भी देश में देश की आवश्यकता के अनुसार उपलब्ध है और देश में ऐसी कोई भी स्थिति ना खड़ी हो कि देश में क्राइसिस हो, उसको देखते हुए हम इनिशिएटिव ले रहे हैं।
धन्यवाद। Well, the Rajya Sabha on Friday passed a resolution expressing confidence in Prime Minister Modi and solidarity with steps being taken by the government to battle coronavirus. Members of the upper house vote to support the steps to contain the spread of the virus. Deputy Chairman Harvansh on Friday said the world is battling coronavirus and India has taken all possible steps to contain it.
आज दुनिया कोरोना वायरस के संकट से जूझ रही है। भारत ने सभी संभव उपाय किया है। कल देश के प्रधानमंत्री जी ने जनता के साथ संवाद किया। भयभीत होने की कोई वजह नहीं, बल्कि सावधानी बरतने की अपील कर उन्होंने जनता का विश्वास बढ़ाया। कोरोना के संकट से बचने के अनेक उपाय और कार्यक्रम उन्होंने बताए। रविवार 22 मार्च को जनता कर्फ्यू का पालन करने की अपील की। यह संसद सरकार के संकल्प के साथ है। सब मिलकर कोरोना संकट दूर करेंगे, यह विश्वास प्रकट करती है।
Well, both House of Parliament would now meet on 2 p.m. on Monday and not at the usual time of 11 a.m. in the morning. The decision was taken after several members said they would not be able to reach New Delhi from the respective constituencies due to relocation of flights and cancellation of trains due to coronavirus.
In view of the dislocation of flight services, Monday the Parliament will start from 2 p.m. in the afternoon and continue till the business is over.
Now, the death toll worldwide due to coronavirus has now exceeded 10,000. In total, there are 5,168 deaths across Europe, mostly in Italy, which is now the hardest hit country in the world with 3,405 fatalities. The coronavirus death toll in Spain rose to 1,002 on Friday after 235 people died in 24 hours and number of cases approached 20,000. Iran announced 149 more fatalities, bringing the death toll to 1,433 amid nearly 20,000 confirmed cases. The United States announced on Friday it was suspending all routine visa services around the world due to global coronavirus pandemic. In the most drastic step yet, the US state of California was placed under lockdown to contain the fast-spreading coronavirus. The death toll in the country stands at 218 with more than 14,000 confirmed cases of COVID-19. While China reported a second day with no new domestic cases since the virus appeared in the central city of Wuhan in December before spreading worldwide. Well, time for a very short break. More on the other side in News Tonight.
COVID-19 has been described as a pandemic by the World Health Organization. What does that mean? Characterizing COVID-19 as a pandemic is not an indication that the virus has become deadlier. Rather, it is an acknowledgement of the disease's geographical spread.
Welcome back. You're watching News Tonight. Now, Lok Sabha on Friday passed a bill which seeks to confer the status of institution of national importance on 5 more IITs. Replying to debate on the Indian Institute of Information Technology Laws Amendment Bill 2020, Human Resource Development Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank said such institutes have recorded 100% placement. The minister also said the quality of education was improving and country was moving ahead in research and development.
मैं इस सदन को आश्वस्त करना चाहता हूं कि उच्च शिक्षा हो, चाहे स्कूली शिक्षा हो, तकनीकी शिक्षा हो और चाहे वो विज्ञान के क्षेत्र की जो हमारे आईसर के क्षेत्र में ये देश बहुत तेजी से प्रगति कर रहा है.
Well, Parliament on Friday passed Central Sanskrit University Bill which seeks to upgrade 3 deemed universities into central universities. Well, the Parliament on Friday passed Central Sanskrit University Bill which seeks to upgrade 3 deemed to be Sanskrit universities into central universities. Earlier this week, the bill was passed by voice vote at Rajya Sabha with some amendments. The bill, which was passed by Lok Sabha in December last year, was again taken up for passage as it was amended by the upper house and passed with voice vote on Friday. Now, speaking on the bill, HRD Minister Ramesh Pokhriyal Nishank had said Modi government is committed to strengthen all Indian languages. Now, Kamal Nath on Friday quit as Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh hours before Supreme Court ordered floor test deadline. Governor Lalji Tandon accepted his resignation, which is submitted around 1 p.m. on Friday. The governor also asked Nath to continue as caretaker Chief Minister till new Chief Minister takes charge. His resignation brought an end to 18-day-long political drama in the state. The Madhya Pradesh Assembly was adjourned sine die after Kamal Nath stepped down as State Chief Minister. Kamal Nath-led Central Congress government had been reduced to minority after resignation of 22 rebel party MLAs.
लगभग 15 महीनों में मेरा प्रयास रहा कि हम प्रदेश को एक नई दिशा दें, प्रदेश की तस्वीर बदले. मेरे लगभग 40-45 साल के राजनीतिक जीवन में मैंने हमेशा विकास में विश्वास रखा.
स्थितियां मध्य प्रदेश की इतनी विस्फोटक हो गई कि कांग्रेस के मित्र इतने नाराज हो गए. प्रदेश की बदहाली देख के, दुरावस्था देख के. कमलनाथ जी मुख्यमंत्री थे, लेकिन उनके आसपास जो काम कर रहे थे श्री दिग्विजय सिंह जी, अब उनके कारण परिस्थिति ऐसी पैदा हो गई कि ये सरकार गिर गई और 1.25 साल में जनता ने भी ये महसूस किया कि हमारा प्रदेश तबाह और बर्बाद हुआ है.
Well, Human Resource Development Ministry has advised states to provide midday meals or food security allowance to students till schools are closed due to novel coronavirus outbreak. The ministry said this in a letter to the states. HRD Ministry said as the country is passing through difficult times in the outbreak of coronavirus, the states and union territories are advised to provide hot-cooked midday meals or food security allowance to students, whichever is feasible till schools are closed. Now, in what could be termed as a closure in 2012, brutal gang rape and murder of a 23-year-old physiotherapy student in Delhi, all the 4 convicts were hanged on Friday at the Har jail. The incident had generated massive public outcry, which led to fast-tracking of the case. Convicts Mukesh Singh, Pawan Gupta, Vinay Sharma and Akshay Kumar Singh were executed at 5:30 a.m. The execution was rescheduled few times in the view of appeals filed by the convicts was finally conducted on Friday. While the warrant was issued by the court, Pawan Kumar Gupta had approached Supreme Court challenging rejection of second mercy petition by the President, but the Apex Court dismissed his plea in an unprecedented late-night hearing that began at 2:30 a.m. and lasted an hour. The court decision finally paved the way for the execution, relieved that the daughter finally got justice after 7 long years of legal battle. Nirbhaya's parents said they will continue their fight for India's daughters.
फाइनली उनको फांसी पे लटका दिया गया है। ये आज 7 साल का संघर्ष था। मुझे को फांसी पे लटकाया गया है। ये पहली बार है कि एक बच्ची के पहली बार उसको इंसाफ मिला।
भारत की एक दुखित और पीड़ित बिटिया निर्भया को सही न्याय मिला है। अच्छा होता इसमें 7 साल की देरी नहीं लगती। तो मैं एक देश से एक ही अपील करूंगा और न्यायपालिका से भी कि जब हम लोगों ने पूरे फास्ट ट्रैक कोर्ट सिस्टम को लगाया है तो बलात्कार संबंधी और महिलाओं के अपराध संबंधी सारे मामलों की जांच फास्ट ट्रैक की जाए और उसके ट्रायल को भी फास्ट ट्रैक किया जाए जो कानून का प्रावधान है।
मैंने वर्षों से एक मां का संघर्ष देखा है अपनी बेटी के लिए, न्याय के लिए। आज सुबह वो आशा के लिए नई आशा लेकर आई कि भले ही इंसाफ होने में देर लगी लेकिन अंतोगत्वा इंसाफ हुआ। ये संदेश है देश में हर उस व्यक्ति के लिए जो दुस्साहस करता है महिला के खिलाफ।
Prime Minister Modi on Friday said justice has prevailed in Nirbhaya case. In a tweet, Prime Minister Modi said the punishment is of utmost importance to ensure dignity and safety of women. And now let's talk about environment and climate change. Well, latest research by Stanford reveals that the influence of global warming on extreme weather events has been highly underestimated. Global warming is intensifying the occurrence of unprecedented hot spells and downpours faster than that was predicted by historical data and the trends. New approaches for incorporating global warming into extreme weather analysis will help improve global risk management. For decades, engineers, land use planners and risk managers have used historical weather data to calculate the probability of extreme events. However, global warming is changing the atmosphere and ocean in the ways that may have already affected the odds of extreme weather conditions, rendering the already existing data irrelevant. Well, that's it in News Tonight. Thanks for watching Rajya Sabha TV.